Hey there, it's Beth. Last weekend I was painting. I was working on my rune tile painting and it was going really well. I'm loving the painting. I like how it's turning out, and I felt something just kind of standing behind me. And so I just kind of said hi, since it didn't feel mean or malicious or anything. I just said hi. Because when you reach out, you're going to attract things. It happens. And I'm working on a rune tile painting, which it's runes. I wasn't even painting runes, just working on the tiles, but it's the intent and the thought. And so I just said hi to it. And it stood there for a real long time behind me. And if it was a person, I would have been like, get away from me, because it would drive me crazy if it would have been a real person standing there looking over my shoulder, quite literally over my shoulder. And after a while, all of a sudden, it's like I heard someone say Frigg. And it wasn't the deity or whatever. I don't know if it was a deity. It felt male. Definitely wasn't Frigg. But it said her name, and I heard it very strongly. It was very clear. And Frigg's not a name I would normally come up with on my own. It would have been Freya, or maybe even Frigga would be closer, but more likely than not Freya, not Frigg. And so that kind of got me thinking, because I've been looking for another goddess to work with. I was open to gods too, but Frigg got said to me, so now I'm kind of obsessed with her. But so I started looking into it, and since I'd already kind of been looking for a goddess energy to work with, I'd been looking at Ninhursag, who is a Sumerian deity, the Lady of the Mountains. I love Sumerian myths. They're so awesome. Love Sumeria. But she wasn't feeling right. Something just kind of, I'm like, okay. I kind of kept researching and looking at her. And then all of a sudden this thing says Frigg to me. And so I started looking at Frigg. And what I'm realizing is that she's very similar to Ninhursag in some ways, because they're both kind of creation goddesses. There's definitely differences, and also the whole difference in one's from Sumeria in the Middle East and one's a Norse goddess. But so I decided to reach out to her and contact her, and ended up I have this little silver bowl that contained junk, basically. I used it as a catch-all for things, and currently is kind of dedicated to Frigg right now, as I'm just trying to get to know her a little better, and put a rosebud I found this spring in one of my crystals, quartz, and then I have a little hunk of, we don't have birch, but we do have aspen, so she's got a little hunk of aspen right there, and she's got her own little bowl now to just let her know I'm interested, and she's, whenever she's ready to get to me, I'm ready to open up and listen to her, and we'll see where that takes me. Bye-bye, everyone.